Nothing more than day to day. That's about it, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, but with day to day, include that game tomorrow. So would they be out for tomorrow? Or would they
I
be
don't
out?
think they'll be playing tomorrow, but they're
Either one.
yeah. No, this time of the year we got the fortunate to make sure that.
Yeah.
So no, I don't expect them to play tomorrow.
And you had said with Capo, you expected him to be back for the playoffs. Do you have any indication for Copper Beetle?
No, he skated today, and I think he did pretty well. But again, we're just going to take it day to day. I mean, I fully expect that. That's hasn't changed in my mind. Now we'll see how he gets along. But and again, I still think he's going to play games next week. But I'm not trying to put pressure on somebody. I just hope he's ready to play, and that's what we feel like. But we'll see.
And is there any indication for Copper Beetle in that regard? Like, do you think they'll be ready for the playoffs? Or
Oh no, that's I think it's day to day. Like really, I don't see any issue there. But again, I'm no doctor, and I don't want to get ahead of myself and put pressure on players. But I was told day to day, not serious. So we'll see what that means.
You have a day game tomorrow, so you won't have a morning skate. So how come you opted today? I mean, is it?
How come?
Yeah, I mean,
Late in the year, late game last night. You get home late last night. You know what I mean? So rest is more important than us having a practice. And a lot of guys are out there just getting a little groove. So
Well attended optional practice.
yeah, it is. Yeah, yeah.
I don't even know how to phrase this question, but there's been a couple injuries at this time of year. Does that impact how you coach, or how cognizant are you of it that injuries are a little bit more prone this time of year?
Yeah, I mean, you got your fingers crossed every game. That's what coaches do, and but they're gonna happen. You hope they're minor injuries. That's what you hope all the time, and they get ready. I mean, you got to go play the games. Like I said, it's a fine line, and going out there. And again, I said it last night. I like the way we're playing the last 4 or 5 games. That in the standing, they don't look like real important games, but you got to keep playing. You can't turn it off and turn it on, and you have a bad game one night, you got to bounce back and play well. So I've been happy with their performance over the last number of games, and they're playing well. We just take it one game at a time, and we try and win. And last night was a perfect example of going in there to a team that has had our number a little bit the last few games, and we wanted to play well, and we wanted to get 2 points. It's not about where we are in the standings. It's about playing good hockey.
That being said, you have some extra bodies. How fortunate are you that guys in there now?
Yeah, no, exactly. I mean, if we put a couple of guys in there tomorrow in Boston, then that's great. It gets them an opportunity to play, and like I said, it's not about resting players. It's about making sure players are healthy, and that's what we're trying to do. Guys need some time. We'll give them the time, but of course, with a couple of minor injuries last night, different guys are going to get a chance to play tomorrow.
You talk about the challenge Boston going to.
Boston, they're battling. They're battling for position. Good hockey team. They played really good hockey lately. I think they lost 4-0 last night, but they had 52 shots on net, so they must have played pretty well.
When these games, a lot of these games are potential playoff previews, right? I mean, if you win the division,
Yeah.
or this could be a preview that you play Washington.
Doesn't mean nothing to me, honestly. Like, I don't know who we're playing. Happy to be in the playoffs, and we're just playing these as regular season games and trying to win 2 points. So there's going to be nothing. I'm not going to change anything for our coaching and preparation for those games. Not one bit. You can't hide nothing from anybody today. There's too much media and there's too much video.
How much does home ice advantage really matter, I guess, in your mind?
Well, if you win your first 2 games, it matters. But no, I think it matters personally in Game 7. That's for me. I mean, the first 6 games you get back and forth. But for Game 7, I think it's an advantage to your team. And again, it's play the games no matter where you're at. Sometimes you have to win big games in a row, which we've done this season, and we've had a pretty good home record. So I think you earn your home ice, but I don't think it's a big deal. I really don't.
You think it's more mental?
Yeah, definitely. Maybe for some players it is, but for me as a coach, you get your team prepared the same way no matter where you're playing. But again, if I'm playing in Game 7, I'd be happy to be at home.
But don't you also want to have Game 1 and 2 at home?
Who?
Don't you also want to have Game 1?
Well, it depends. I've had both, and it's really, I mean, if you go into Game 1 and you lose at home, then you're behind the 8 ball. If you go on the road and win Game 1, you're pretty excited about it. So Again, it doesn't, for me, with this team, trying to figure it out, I don't see any difference. I'm happy we're at home, we've got home ice, but it could change in one game.
So I asked you, I think, 2 days ago, if you had settled on the group, you know, this is the game one group. And then I'm wondering though, if you still have a decision to make with that left defenseman on your third pair. Is that still like up in the air, or do you know which way you're?
Everything's up in the air.
Everything.
There's nothing set yet. Obviously, like you said, last night we had a couple minor injuries, so you don't know what's gonna happen. I look at my lineup, look who's available, and we make a lineup for Boston. Nothing's gonna change until after the Washington game. We'll look at our lineup and see who's available. So we're happy with the way everybody's playing. The guys that's played, and you know, we'll have decisions to make. That them are good decisions to make. But I'm happy with the way everybody's competed and played. Our team's played really well.
I was looking at your defense. What is it that stands out when you watch it?
The what?
Your defensively, what stands out when you watch it?
Our team, it's team defense. It's not about just the defenseman and just the goaltending. It's about, I think the team's playing a better defensive game overall, and we're managing the puck a lot better. That's what I see.
I know that you always say that Murph runs the defense, but
Mm-hmm.
for you, with that left side guy, does it matter if he's left or right?
Doesn't make one bit of difference. But who's playing? And again, there's 7 guys playing a lot right now. But Libor hasn't played a whole lot of hockey, which is unfortunate, but it's the way it is. And you know, I like the way all the guys play. They're playing good hockey, every one of them. So they make us make decisions.
All right.
Thank you. Yep.